Good afternoon, everyone. Shalom.
When the prophet Samuel was sent to choose and anoint one of the sons of Jesse as a new king for Israel, the Lord told him to reject the first son, though he was a man of fine appearance. The Lord explained, "Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart."
Travis Wingetsall, the day after. I warned Oaks, I'm drooling for you to take over. Drooling. So we did the first 2 videos after the videos of him being president. I think there's some videos that don't belong in that playlist. Some oopsies. But nonetheless, we're back on track now, aren't we? So yeah, I don't have to take words out of context. I don't have to redo them around to be funny. Oh, see how the church isn't true. No, I quote the prophets. I let their words speak for themselves. And Mormons get upset with me over it. They're acting like Danites. Cut it out. And you won't, because you're Danites. You know you're evil. You know you worship Lucifer. You know you are the enemy of mankind, the terrorists. There was an extermination order for a reason, because you were forming a coup, and you're back for the latter days. And I found your own documents. I found your playbook of plot. I got your leaked documents. I got all the receipts. I know everything about you, and you know nothing of me. Your arrogance is your downfall. So before we get to the main video message, the church selectively chose the Hong Kong fire yesterday to do thoughts and prayers. That's what they mean by support. People's lives are ruined, and it turns out it was arson. 3 people have been arrested. There may be Mormons who live in that building. In case you forgot, we have a temple in Hong Kong. And yet, the church, by saying support, don't mean financial, physical support. When they claim you need to repent, yeah, they're not talking spiritually now. Now it's physical. Yeah, they love to switch it up on you. Jesus, physical, but you know it spiritually. Joseph Smith's first and second visions are spiritual, and we know that they're physical. And how many Mormons are still left in this church after 15 million of us have left? The hardcore Danites remain. So, yeah, I talked about it in yesterday morning's video. As I guess it was the 26th, not the 27th. Nonetheless, I noticed that they would not say the name of the apartment building or the complex tower, the Borg cube. They would not say the name. Curious. Would Nelson have said the name? He knows Chinese. Doesn't he know it? He'd know it. And so I was reminded of that name of the restaurant here in Utah. And so I went to Google Maps to check. Oh, poo! It's now Oh Poo. It's a Vietnamese restaurant now. What the hell happened? Where'd you go? Atherton and 35th. It's gone. Where'd it go? So, checking. There it is. They moved. What the hell are you moving for? What was wrong with that other place? And so, yeah, it's Redwood and past 78 South. Next door to Rancheritos Mexican Food and Jiffy Lube. With the Dairy Queen. Oh, yeah, I know where that is. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Dairy Queen. I'm telling you, Dairy Queen, you've got the Dairy Queen pageant every year and all across the nation. Why are you not taking advantage of this? Merchandise. Come on, guys. Merchandise. Just saying. I guess you don't want money. I guess you want to close down like every other business is in America. Making way for AI. You don't need food. You've got AI. A mass extermination event is coming your way. Die, 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 my darling. Maybe, probably not. I'll have to see about the theme. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe, 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 maybe. So, all right. Yeah. Gotta cover that too. So, after the election, we had the first of 3 holidays before January 20th next year. And so yesterday being number 1 for Thanksgiving, no nukes. George Albert Smith. 8th. Are you sure? President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Are you sure you're not deceiving Mormons on this? Do you want to tell them or should I? Oh, you're dead? Die, 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 my darling. It's starting to catch on. It's catching on. In October 1947, he told his ward, because that was his ward, and he attends it on occasion when he's not doing his... Should I tell him? Or will you? This was the dark ages of the church. The United States shut it all down for its tithing fraud, its criminal racket. And so, no, he was not the president of the church, because the presidency was dissolved, disincorporated. And so at best, he's a religious person who's believed to be the leader of a religious group that is not incorporated anymore. Nonetheless, well, it doesn't mean president in the sense of a corporation that is incorporated, Travis. It's presider, like the husband in the home with the women who are barefoot pregnant. No education, no mission, no career, just breeding. won't even let them do YouTube videos and try-on hauls. You could have at least let them do that. No, they've got to cover up and hide. Nobody can see them. They've got the looks that kill. Die, 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 my darling. It's catching on. He told them that there's going to be a nuclear attack in the future. On a holiday. After the new president is elected, but before he takes office. So January 20th. So November's election to January 20th. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. That's it. That's all. There was no Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And I think that's even too late because that's the president thing, isn't it? Or is that depends on, I don't know. And so I just covered this not too long ago, going over the Sisters of Fatima, the Fatima prophecy, how it all ties into Ezekiel 38 with Bruce R. McConkie's chapter heading. And so yes, one down, two more to go. So 3.5 million were spared. Now we have Christmas coming. Christmas. And you'd think that they'd want to do it at a big gathering. So New Year's would be the big gathering. I'm not aware of anything big for Christmas. That typically is individual family groups time. Even though it is the dismissal of Jesus Day. Let's dismiss the Christ. Just ignore him and hope he goes away. I found an awesome little King Lamb picture today. I was getting the King David pictures, or the David and Goliath pictures, and then got distracted into Troy, and then I was on Pinterest and trying to find women, and they kept taking me to other sites. Aren't you a site? Don't you want people to stay on your site? Why are you taking me away from your site? Anyway, I found the cute lamb. Bow to the lamb, the lamb of lambs. Because it has the guy. Perfect. And then I got a Brad Pitt PNG. Because Troy, with Achilles, it's the same story. Different cultures, different time periods, different names. But that first fight scene is David and Goliath. The Qumran community Jews who wrote that as prophecy and revelation of the calendar date and clock time in the future was using that. It's the same prophecy and revelation of the future. You call it literal history because of the first creed of Christianity, turning everything into literal history, denying the gifts of seer, prophet, revelator, and translator of Paleo-Hebrew, Paleo-Greek, Greek, Egyptian, Aramaic, with false translations, false interpretations, and what the hell are you thinking changing definitions? Look what you've done to our youth. They're coming out with new definitions of words every time now. Gay no longer means happy. And what the hell is 6'7"? Who did this? Who did it? So, Dallin. Should kind of get to the scriptures eventually here. We're leading into it. Why is it not on the screen? It's not Samuel, it's Kings. Huh. Yeah. Hilarious. The 16 and 17 is David as a boy. 18 is Elijah versus the priest of Baal. Oh, this is awesome. Wait a minute. This isn't it. Oh, you tricked me. Or did you? See, I wrote it down as 1 Kings. That's 2nd. Oh, I got deceived by the great deceiver. Or as, oh my God, we were looking at it. What the hell? It's Samuel, isn't it? And so somebody tricked me into thinking 1 Kings is 1 Samuel. Yeah. See, the books aren't 1st and 2nd Samuel, they're 1st and 2nd Kings, and 1st and 2nd Kings are 3rd and 4th Kings. So in the Book of Mormon, how many Nephis are there? 4. 4 Kings, 4 Nephis in the Book of Mormon. Somebody knew what they were doing when they were composing the Book of Mormon. So there was my mistake. So close. So close. So that was a bummer. We still got fun stuff coming up for you here. So, the Illuminati. 1st of May, 1776. Johann Adam Weishaupt created a Nehor, Order of Nehor. They had beliefs, and they enforced them with violence, terrorism, murder, destruction, rape, theft. America declared independence as we celebrated on the 4th of July from 1776, 2 months later. And the rebellion that ensued thereafter got wind to the Illuminati, and they came over to America in the 1800 at least, and tried to impose themselves to cause chaos and destruction in America too. And then the War of 1812, they got in. They were now in. We know this because of William Morgan. Well, no, we don't really know, Travis. He disappeared. We do know everything. We do know. I should have had that picture up, and I didn't. I am not prepared. Oh my God. I just made this pretty picture not too long ago. Having talked about this topic numerous times in different presentations for you. But now I got a new pretty picture summarizing all of it together for you. And nobody cared. It's literal history. Well, No, not that literal history. God, Danites all. And so, yeah, William Morgan learned of their whole plot. Their whole plot in graphic detail. How he obtained it, oh my God. And he immediately came to Western New York afterward. Found the Batavian Press with David Miller, and David Miller fronted him the money to work on the book. So his home there in Batavia with his wife and his kids, and he leaves them there to be protected. And he needs to go find another place to work on the book. He found the Ontario Lodge number 23 in Canandaigua, New York. The Master Mason helped him out. Yorkites with the Knights Templar as the top rank. The 3-hour video, guys. 3-hour video. We know the enemy. We know the heroes of the story. And so 9/11, 1826. All hell breaks loose. And so the Master Mason of that lodge now has a responsibility to save his life, sneak him out of the country. And they got caught, apparently, by a Thomas Monroe up by Niagara. We don't know exactly what happened, but knowing that he needed to be kept a secret and escape the country, and him wearing William's clothing and dead, floating in the water, yeah, it's pretty obvious that he was going to expose them. And so, yeah, the wife was the one who identified the body, and why is he wearing that clothes? Those are not his clothes. So that didn't work out too well. Nonetheless, the book needs to be finished. So the Master Mason is also responsible for making sure the book is finished. And he would go on to publish 116 printed pages under William Morgan's name about the 3 craft degrees of Freemasonry. It was a big letdown to everybody. It's what Fox News calls a nothing burger. Come on, Dairy Queen, merchandise. Merchandise. Take advantage of this. And calendars, preferably desktop calendars. There used to be other options for desktop calendars. All of it is gone now. What happened to Hawaiian Tropic, where I found my sister posing in it? What? Does Mommy and Daddy know? As her brother, I knew what she looked like pre the Las Vegas to Southern California crash. I knew what she looked like pre, and I went, oh my God, that's her. Tiffany, do you have something to confess to your bishop? No. This is porn, you know. No. and it's thrown away. Don't sell it anymore, and it's gone. Dad protected her. So, yeah, Hawaiian Tropic between 2005 to 2008, if anybody's listening and knows about it and has those in their collection. Call me. I had blackmail over my sister and it's gone. Anyway, so, yes, Joseph Smith Sr. is who we're talking about. And so he had to rewrite the 116 pages after Martin Harris stole them. And that wasn't the original 116 pages. There was no way Sr. was going to entrust Jr. babysitting Martin Harris with the original documents. And so Joseph tells us himself he was busy copying the characters on the plates. It was the original document, and he had to make another copy of it. And so he read from his copy behind the curtain to Martin Harris, who thought it was all in a rock and a hat. And it was his copy that Martin Harris stole. Martin Harris stole his own copy, not Joseph's copy, not the original. So they could have rewritten it exactly, but because Martin Harris, who was on the anti-Mason committee in Palmyra, was concerned that there might be something there, it was best to revise it. And thus section 10, Senior explains what he did with his revision to Junior, who was banished from the kingdom over to Susquehanna County afterward. 3-hour video, guys. 3-hour video. Don't make me redo that 3-hour video. We're still doing well. We're at 30 minutes. So, yeah. Senior's Yorkites, Knights Templar, and thus Egyptian gold plates, Solomon's Temple, New Jerusalem in America, Sword of Laban for the temple treasury, the Holy Grail bloodline of the Christ of the New Jerusalem. All wrapped up with a rock and a hat, and the sign. In this sign you will win for the calendar dates and clock times that all Jews knew who wrote the books. And because of Christianity, it all magically disappeared so that nobody knew. So the whole Friday, Thursday the 13th with the Knights Templar and the Pope and I think it was the Spanish king, and their plot to round them all up and force them to confess that Jesus is the Christ. No worshiping of King David Moses III. This is what we get to talk about again. Again. So, 9/11. Now, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the Illuminati that branched off after 9/11, 1826, love the number 9/11. Mountain Meadows Massacre, 9/11. Mass extermination events. So, in yesterday's video with Oaks, I took a pause to do some splaining, Jewish calendar splaining for you, in which the Jewish calendar is not the same as our Gregorian calendar because of Pope Gregory. So today is the 9th month, the 9th day. So Sunday is 9/11. Just saying. Just saying. But I also found it interesting that tomorrow the moon is by Jeffrey R. Holland's sign, Saturn. That's interesting too. And it's 8/8 for the moon phase. Which is slightly off from the Jewish calendar. And then Sunday is 9/9. Fascinating. Fascinating. Oaks' knee shall bow and his tongue confess that Jesus is not the Christ. Die, 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 my darling, don't utter a single word. It's really catching on. If such a thing were to happen, that we lose both Oaks and Holland, Irene would now be the leader of the church by default. And wouldn't you know it, last year on our Gregorian calendar 9/11, that morning, I had a dream with Irene transferring authority. Fascinating. So, yeah, fascinating. But we have to wait. They're running test runs for Armageddon. When are the test runs over with, Oaks? Can you give us a hint of when they're going to end so we can get on with the millennium? The millennium. So, anyway. And yeah, Utah doesn't care about Utahns. There are 21 states suing about the big, beautiful bill of Trump that has now taken effect and is going to cancel SNAP benefits for people beyond the laws of the land. And so there are 21 states suing to simply have it canceled because it's against the laws of the land. Utah is not one of those states. Utah doesn't care about its people. In case you hadn't caught on with the government shutdown and the denial of food for the poor and the needy. And yeah, the church also neglected the poor. But hey, they gave thoughts and prayers to Hong Kong, just not Haiti and the Hurricane Melissa or other places. They selectively choose who to give thoughts and prayers to. You're the leader of a church. You've got members worldwide because you've scattered them. And you treat them like this? Dear God, why are Mormons still Mormon? I cannot fathom how Mormons could choose to be evil or choose to be mentally retarded by ignoring it and refusing to read it. All you had to do was read your scriptures and study them and make the connections. And dear God, Mormons, I cannot fathom how you would purposely be stupid. choosing to be stupid. I can't fathom that. I can fathom that you choose to be evil, but as evil, are you really that stupid to believe that you're going to be supported in your evil by the church leaders? The devil never supports his own. And you know that, but you don't believe it, do you? You think you're going to be supported. Those who supported Trump, did they get supported when they got busted? No, but they got pardoned. Not all of them. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she crossed over to be Mormon now. Trump abandoned her. I got the picture. It's so true. The devil never supports his own. What makes you think that you're going to be rewarded? It's like you never paid attention in primary. Do what is right, let the consequences follow. So guess what that means? If you do what's wrong, there's going to be consequences for that. Dear God. You know, so those videos I did, YouTube Mormon employee down in Utah County, starts his shift at 9 p.m. the other night, and cyber terrorizes me. I'm angry! Really? You, as an employee of YouTube, is cyber terrorizing creators. Well, just one, me. And you don't think of the consequences. Because you've gotten away with it so far? You think the church is going to reward you? And I've seen this. Those who have successfully attacked me, as ordered, got financially rewarded. Really? That's a very nice big truck you got. That must be a lot of extra insurance with your raise. I hope it doesn't come back to bite you. People just don't think. They sell their souls to be criminals for other people. And they don't think of the consequences. And like Oak said, do you obey out of fear of punishment? So yeah, strengthening church members committee. I'm drooling and the day is finally here. And there's more to come today. Because as you can see, I've got clips as I'm doing these. I can use these clips for future videos, assuming the test runs resume for years. And he doesn't die, my darling. It's German, kids. It means the, my darling. Die Mormon's Bach. Die Bart die. So Oaks talked about Samuel telling Saul, you failed, you're out. And went to David, the boy, who is not the birthright blessing son. Oakes knows nothing of this. He just went to 1 Samuel chapter 16, not 1 Kings, even though it is 1 Kings. And what caught my attention, even though, yeah, Samuel, David, I knew all that. I've done the videos for you on that. Even made new pretty pictures for you this year on that. But it was that he left out that Samuel went to Bethlehem for the child David, rejecting Saul, rejecting the firstborn birthright blessing son. That also set off light bulbs exploding in air, gave him proof through the night that the church is not there. And so, yeah, you can sort of tell that he knew something was supposed to be there, but there was a botch on the screen that he was looking at. And so he skipped over to choose. So yeah, the text had the full text that was supposed to be said. So I put in to Bethlehem. It's not spoken. Don't utter a single word. So, Bethlehem, house of bread. Who else was born in the house of bread? Jesus. And I've been trying to get through to you guys on this. It's not literal history. So, Matthew chapter 1, generation, seed, egg, baby. So James, yes, in vitro fertilization. How do they do it? Yeah, they get a little needle with the seed and stick it in an egg. Still seed, egg, baby, even if it's a test tube, even if it's in vitro fertilization with some other woman carrying the baby. Still the same process. It is not playing God, as Christians claim. You can't do that. Women have to be raped in the similitude of Mary. Have been congressmen getting exposed for believing that. The whole abortion war in DC, as women are trying to say my body, my choice, at least trying to get the patriarchal authority to allow abortions for raped women or women who are going to die in childbirth. Nope, not anymore. Trump is the defender of women, and his Supreme Court said, bleep you, women. Your 14th Amendment, Section 1 rights are gone. Sperm lives matter now. So, Jesus. Now, the way the English has it, you think that Christ is his last name. But I'm pretty sure most people think that that's a title. So, Jesus Christ, or Jesus the Christ. And so you don't catch on to what is being said here in the original document. There's no commas. They don't even have, well, they do have capitals in Greek. But did they? Probably for Jesus and Christ. And so, read like a Jew would read it, the book of the generation of Jesus, Messiah ben David, son of David, descendant of David. David is King David. And so Bethlehem is not a coincidence because of this. This is a prophecy, a prediction of the future by the Jewish author who is giving you a calendar date and clock time for when their Jewish Christ is coming. And he would be preceded by Messiah ben Joseph. There he is, Joseph, who's married to Mary but is not the father. And so, what is his name supposed to be? Not Jesus, Emmanuel. From that Jesus author, Isaiah. Same name as Jesus. Emmanuel. But it's not one word, it's two. El, Amen. Amen, El. The God Amen. As I've been going over with you, that was the 18th dynasty god, the sun god at noonday. And so, Jesus on the cross. I had another cross dream the other morning, the other day. Yeah, Jesus wasn't on the center cross this time. And so that's why I went to the scriptures and I went, oh yeah, I can see it. The 6th hour, which is noon, that's when darkness occurred. 3 crosses. 3 solar eclipses. Sun god, noonday. Solar eclipses. 3 of them. The sign given by Isaiah is the first and last letter of the Paleo-Hebrew alphabet script. The A and the X for Chi in Greek. Cairo. Thus the cross imagery by the Jewish authors giving you the calendar date and clock time for when he's coming. It's not literal history. There is no Jesus of the Roman period time. It's the Jewish Christ. And Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon both tell you he's a Mormon. Blasphemy! Heresy! It's gotta be literal history. And so where is he born? Bethlehem. As they say, we have seen his star in the east. Bethlehem is a star. In Virgo. It is not literal history. It is not immaculately conceived. It is not a space alien who's not a descendant of King David. Even though he's got a body of flesh and bone as tangible as man. Come on, guys, think. Don't fall for these con artists who are involved in priestcraft. That one I made sure to get the clip set up for. To add to the other one that I put in, that I already had. Thank you, Oaks. I was drooling for this moment. And so, yeah, it quotes from Micah of the prophecy, but it should have been footnoted to David in 1 Samuel 16. And they don't have it here. because the people didn't know. I do see Micah 5:2 for verse 6. So good for you guys for that. But they're clueless that it is a type and shadow of the type and shadow of young David, the boy, the man-child of Revelation chapter 12, giving you the calendar date and clock time for Isaiah's prophecy. 23rd September 2017, the month after the first cross of the latter days. He who is from the crossroads, Wagoner sun god at noonday. And so this is similar to 1 Samuel 16. There is no difference. It is not a different story. It is not literal history. None of it. Cut it out. So it was fascinating because Oakes, with his first talk, talks about King David, who as a boy, which is the 23rd of September 2017, when the name of God says that the leader of the kingdom and the leader of the church are invalid. And goes to the Mormon to select him. And now, here we are. Oakes is now the leader of the church. Oh, how hast thou fallen? Just awesome. I told you I was drooling. I didn't realize how much I should drool. Whoosah. So, here's some more fun stuff for you. If you don't understand or know, don't worry about it. But those of you who are aware, be a little extra fun stuff, a reward for you for enduring to the end of this video. And the church office building employees, they have to listen to this. So they're going, oh, Travis, oh, church is true. They know it's not. They know it's not. So, the Lord said unto Samuel, you heard this before, haven't you, from me? Maybe not. Now I have to do it again. I just did it the other day. Samuel, how did he get started? Well, his mommy was barren, getting old, 24 years old, menace to society, was prayed to have a child and covenanted that if she would have given a child, she would give it to the temple. So, yeah, she had a child. She named him the name of God, Sam-El, Shem-El, Emmanuel, Son God, at noonday. Name God, God name. That's why these are gospels, God tales, God stories. It is not doctrine, but it contains doctrine. If you understand what the doctrine is as prophecies of the future with the calendar dates and clock times given with them. So, the god Shem. And I'm just horrified with Mormon apologists who learned from Jews or other Hebraists that said, there's no Sam as a Jewish name. Nephi's brother, Laman, Lemuel, Sam, Nephi. And so Mormon apologists are apologizing, making stuff up to support Sam being a legitimate Hebrew name. It's right there, guys, you dumbasses. It's name. They think they're protecting the church, and they're just digging deeper holes because of their stupidity. As long as we're faith promoting, Mormons will believe us. And if we get an army of Mormons, we can go out and threaten other people to believe us. We'll use ad hominem attacks. That'll put Travis in his place. We'll show him who's boss, who's the real leaders of the church. The kingdom belongs to us. Oh, we'll bow. How's that working so far? How long wilt thou mourn for Saul? He has lost his birthright and blessing. He's out. It's better to sacrifice than it's better to obey than to sacrifice. The oxen stuff. Seeing I have rejected him from reigning over Israel. The Jewish author is brilliant. Saul is both the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and the great high priest. Theocracy. But yet he still has David's family and rejecting the oldest brother, the birthright blessing son. So if you go through Genesis, what is the theme throughout the whole book? The usurpation of the birthright blessing son. Cain slays Abel. Noah. Shem. Which name? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, Ephraim. All usurp the blessing, the birthright blessing. The Jewish author is sticking to that pattern. And both Saul and David's older brother are rejected from their positions. And David is going to replace both of them. Brilliant. Utterly brilliant. These scriptures, when translated correctly, are just incredible pieces of literature. You know, Christians claim it's great literature, but they turned it into literal histories. And so it's crap. Physical crap, spiritually true. Oh my God. And so, fill thine horn with oil, and go for the christening, the anointing. I will send thee to Jesse. And the horn, the shofar horn, for message. Yeah, this is brilliant. I will send you to Jesse. I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Yeah, I remember when he joined up with General Hospital. He's on General Hospital. Yeah, I remember that. Long time ago. The Bethlehemite. It's actually different, but that's okay. Jesse is Elias. 2 L, not L, at, because it normally would be L for, it is God. Yeah, it's the God, yeah, L. I need it on the screen. L to Jesse. L, God. This is not translated correctly, guys. Elias. And it's interesting because this was written during the Roman period time by the Qumran community Jews. It was not written back in the supposed day of literal history, remember? And so Greek is well known to the Qumran community. They wrote many of the scriptures in Greek. And so the Christians were able to lie about the Septuagint. If anybody knew the story of how the Septuagint was created, you'd go, BS. You guys created it. And claim that it was created pre-Constantine. Bleep you. And so, the S is Greek for the masculine singular ending. But they're using it here because the translation into English causes that. They can't have the God is, or yes, or yes, depending on the pronouns you want to use, for Elias, the God Ias. But that's it right there, Elias. So take that, everybody. The Hebrew water symbol is exactly the same as the Greek letter, even though it's used in the lowercase for the last letter, the last letter of the word. It's still from the same W, but on its side, if you know the, is it Sigma? I did it in front of me. If any of you know your frat Greek, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, just incredible. So yeah, then David versus Goliath is next in 17. And so, yeah, David has his little rock and a hat that he uses to smite him right between the eyes for the third eye. It's the same thing. It's the same story being told in a different way. David, as a boy, chosen to replace Goliath, to replace the king, to replace the religious leader. The same story, just being retold in a different way. And so, yes, rocks for seer. Just brilliant. So, yeah, if I were to go over the Hebrew of this, there'd be a lot more to tell you. And there, Oakes was saying it, and he had no clue. No clue. Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. Palm Sunday for the Christians. Right there. Another version of it. Another, because David as king does it. And there he is doing it again. Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine, sacrament, and a kid. Which is another version of a goat, but ram. Oh my God. The third day of darkness. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is brilliant. Brilliant. There's the harp constellation. Oh my God, this is awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought I'd share that with those of you who care. That's it. There's obviously more to the story, but dear God. And peaceably, are you sure it's not just Salem? 1 Samuel 16:5. We'll check. This is only an hour and 10 minutes long so far. Called them to the sacrifice. Oh my God. Verse 5, peaceably. I'm still recording, right? Yeah, it's just Salem. Yeah, there's more to this story that has been botched by translation. So, alrighty, that's it. Still not too late, Oaks, unless you're on your deathbed. Deathbed repentance.